Welcome to our channel. I'm Corey Adams, owner of Paradise Lights here in sunny Naples, Florida. During the video, I'm going to show you guys some things that you need to consider before doing your own landscape lighting, things that may come up in the job that you didn't expect, and if you might not have the tools or the capability to be able to do it. On this property today here in Naples, we're going to be installing some uplighting, some path lighting, and also some cage lights for the backyard pool area. So what you can see here is that we have an island here with a mulch bed. We have another mulch bed here. Directly behind you, you have a mulch bed, and then you've got concrete or pavers in this case right here. So one of the main obstacles is how do we get wire to them so that you can't see the wire, so we protect it from getting cut, things like that, which are all things that are very important before you decide, do I hire a company or do I do it myself? In this particular instance, we have a transformer, which I'll show you later in the video. The transformer is located on the side of the house, but we've got a driveway here that we have to get power through. We have to get power over this sidewalk to this sidewalk and also back here. So what we had to do was we had to remove the pavers, which is something that is very time consuming. You have to have the right tools and you have to be very careful because they are concrete and they can break pretty easily. So we elected to remove the pavers here as well as here to get our power over to here. And also got power over to here. And then we also took some out here to get our power over here to this side of the front walkway. Then moving over to get power from this bed, we had to do the same thing. You can see Alberto and Elixir have already got the wire ran, but we had to take these pavers out to get it underneath here. What makes this difficult, what might seem easy, is that on each side of the pavers, there's concrete. So it's not as simple as just moving them out and running the wire through. You also have to be able to go underneath the concrete, which is going to require a special tool and a drill, something similar to this right here. Just to give you an idea of an obstacle being money, this is a $70 bit right here to be able to do that. So things can add up pretty quick just to be able to do this little project right here. But once we got that ran and we've got power over here to this island, the guys are finishing this up right now. But you can see we had to take out probably about 20 pavers here to get the wire ran down underneath here. And they're doing a great job being very careful to protect the integrity underneath with the sand, the footing that they use for this these pavers. Another thing to consider is just the ability to be able to do the work and know, are your pavers in concrete? Because sometimes these are in concrete, sometimes they're not. So that's something that you're going to want to identify before you go into even trying to do something like this. Because if they are in concrete, then you're either going to have to probably find a different way, or you're definitely going to want to consider hiring a professional that can go underneath the driveway. Or you're going to have to consider the difficulty of being able to get these pavers removed and get them back in, keeping them level and keeping them at the surface that you want them to be to look as though you weren't there. A couple of things that are going to be really neat about this particular project are the two uplights here in between the two driveways, which really are the centerpiece of the landscape lighting as they're coming in. So we've got an uplight right here. It's going to be going up. It's going to be hitting the front part of this this palm tree, and it's also going to be hitting the fronds. We have this one over here set up to do the exact same thing. And then over here on the side of the property, so as they're pulling into the driveway, we're going to do the same thing on these three palm trees over here. We are actually going to do something which is a little bit more unique and something else that you should consider when you're trying to plan out your landscape lighting, if you're still thinking to do it at this point, is also putting one of these on a tree mount so that the light with these tall bushes got a good chance of getting covered up pretty quick as they continue to grow. Here in Florida, we get a lot of water and a lot of sun, and things, take off pretty quick. So while I put these lights in, particularly over here, as you can see, no matter where I were to put this landscape light, there's a good chance that it's going to be covered up by these bushes. So we're going to mount one right here. It doesn't hurt the tree. These are made to go in trees, and it will cast the light up so that as this continues to grow, customer is still going to be able to get a full use out of the light, and they're going to be able to see the fronds and the trunk, and it's going to look beautiful for many years to come. And then let me take you around to the back, show you what we're going to do back there. We've got our transformer right over here by Alberto. And this is another obstacle that you're gonna have to face and you're gonna have to consider if you're wanting to do your own lights is, do you have a place to put this? Do you even have an outlet outside that you can utilize to do the transformer? And then do you have, in our case, all the houses here in Florida are stucco. Do you have a drill that will drill into concrete, allow you to mount it? And like I said, having an open outlet that can handle the power that you're needing to do. So we've got this secured right here. Nice, pretty transformer that's gonna push power to the front, also power to the back, which leads us to the next part of the video. Let's go see what we're doing back here. So now that we're back here in the back, we're in the lanai area. We've got a beautiful pool, and we've got this awesome view here of this water. And what we're gonna do back here is we're actually gonna put a light here on the cage. So we're gonna put one light here, as well as over here on this side, just another one right here. So by here by the door, another one kind of offsets the lighting back here for the table and just this area. It's not gonna be too much, but it's just gonna be just right. They'll be able to dim it, change the color, and kind of create a different little vibe back here in the backyard. And then we're gonna go out here to the back and we're gonna go put a few more uplights on these trees, and that's it. So finishing up, we're gonna light up these two back palm trees here. They're gonna be able to see from inside of the lanai, which we just talked about. What we're gonna do that's gonna be a little bit different here, because of this grass, we're gonna mount the light to the tree, shining up, hitting the fronds. And then we're gonna also mimic this tree over here, very similar because of all of this growth right here. If we were to put an uplight in, they will get covered up very quickly by the growth of this bush. So we're gonna mount another one, another light right here, shining up on the palm tree and the fronds. It's gonna look very beautiful at night. It's also gonna look very beautiful for the neighbors looking across the water over here at these beautiful palm trees, and everyone's gonna be able to enjoy it. Thank you for watching today's video. We hope that you enjoyed it or learned something. If you did, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, or if you have an idea for another video that you'd like us to see, let us know.